Yo, what's up, YouTube? Hey, look, I'm gonna dive right straight to it. So they got this thing going on in the algorithm with my homeboy, Messing the Horn from Grape Street. Now, Messing the Horn found himself in some more trouble, once again, pertaining opps, enemies, enemigos, rivals. See, the first time they caught him at I want to say he was in Southgate at a shoe warehouse somewhere. I'm not for sure like where he was at, but I know he had a run in, or maybe it was at Linwood. He had a run in with some dudes from Bonnie Hunter, and when they took his dread and stuff like that, he was viral for that. He fought back. He had his son with him. You know, he seemed like tired. He was gasping for air at the end of the video. I want to say that was a year ago. But yesterday, the same guy, Mexican Horn, found himself in a situation. This time, he wasn't with his son. He was with another guy, from what I'm hearing, from Broadway. Now, what they was doing in the six-pack, I don't know. I just don't know. You know, I'm not gonna say nothing bad about him. I want y'all to get to understand is he's a Hispanic kid who grew up in a black neighborhood in the Jordan Downs. I'm gonna say he probably did things to feel accepted, to feel he's down, you know what I mean? And I don't know if he proved himself as far as saying he's down, like he did some trooping or whatever, I don't know. But he was a fun kid. He shot jokes. He was always viral for something funny, something serious. Getting into it with somebody on the internet, it was just, but his stuff don't really be too serious. Like, you can take it as a joke, like, man, this is like a funny Hispanic/black kid, you know what I mean? He found himself down there, and they say he wrecked. It's all on the internet. The car, he wrecked, crashed. So his gang feel, by you playing in that neighborhood, doing what you're doing, and on the video not fighting back, there's some type of disciplinary action should be taken with him. You know what I mean? Especially not within the go get physical with himself with those dudes, if you know what I mean. So DP happened. Right along as that DP was going on, he said he don't want no parts of this gang no more. I guess the gang life was too much. If you can't stand the heat, stay the F out the kitchen, man. Got a little spicy for him, got a little too serious for him. That Mexican Horn wanted out. Rightfully so. This is not for the weak. Some people tap out as well as people do stuff on the prison yards. They go to that other side, or they go to the 50-50 yard, they go EOP, they go SNY. Because it's like they tapping out. Like, I don't want, this is too much for me. I didn't know all this came with this. So from my understanding, it's like he tapped out, you know, and the gang life is not for everybody. Some people's gonna fall, you know, some people tell, some people run out on their homies, it happens. That kind of stuff happens, and enemy, that same, now, both sides has been doing that. Jumping each other, catch each other slipping. It would seem like it was one side just keep on filming though. They filming their stuff. It happens, y'all. This stuff's been going on in LA for a minute. So I'm gonna say since the inception of Instagram, Facebook, where people's film stuff with a steady helping, they were filming. Let's see, he had 2 or 3 people that could have got him to safety, right? But they seen a kid in danger getting beat up. That's content, that's footage. So they rather get them cameras out and just film. Like, I ain't trying to help that kid. I don't care what he's going through. This is footage right here. His homies, everybody, they need to see this. And then you see in the video, you got one of those dudes took the phone. So they took the Mexican Horn phone and decided to get into his DMs, posting on his video. It's like, okay, that was deemed like a crime, or like a assault and battery with a grand theft person. It can be considered and labeled as that. And here you, young dudes, decide to take the phone. So what if his homie's got his location? What if he's so fed up he told his mama, they got my phone, call the police, they took my stuff. Now they looking at video, right? Like, it's like, come on, bro. Y'all gotta know what y'all doing. Y'all bring this shit on yourself. I'd have got his ass, DP. What are you doing taking the phone? You got the phone, look through it, break it, tear it up, throw it away. What is you taking it for? They homies can have had a load. Anything can happen with, anything could have happened. They could have came to where y'all was at. And I don't think y'all went to settings to turn location off. I don't think y'all be thinking like that. But it was ignorant. It's stupid. All this stuff is stupid, and especially when we got a community going to the internet with it, steady like keeping it at home. Y'all seen this DP was kind of filmed. That was a no-go. Nobody. I don't agree with that. I'm not condoning that. Like a lot of dudes I hang with from my territory, we always mad at that. Like that's not what y'all should do. I don't care where you from out here in LA, across America, whatever. If you're gonna discipline somebody, that should be like back in the day how it was the original way. Quiet, y'all go back there, y'all 2, y'all 3, y'all 4, whatever, go back there. I don't know where y'all get this thing where the phones gotta come out and it need to be filmed. Everything ain't to be filmed. Cause all that shit can be used against you in the court of law. Y'all gotta stop that, young dude. Stop recording everything. Y'all recording everything what y'all finna do. It's like you trying to prove yourself that you down. I'm looking at it like, man, these dudes is snitch candidates. Like you gonna tell on somebody, you just trying so hard, you so used to the streets, you wanna prove yourself, and when you get yourself in the jam, it's like, I didn't do it, he did it. He helped me. That selfish, I call that selfish stuff. You know you call dead bang. You know you probably finna get a lot of time. They don't got much on your boy. Here you is implementing him. That's crazy, but yeah, they got Horn, the homie. They got him in the algorithm, y'all. Yeah, they got him. But the good part about that is only thing to me with them East Coast dudes, they wanted to do was just humiliating. Because he got up, walked away, or ran away, still breathing with his life. They didn't kill him. You know what I'm saying? They didn't bruise him. So that was a good thing about that, man. That's the only good thing about that came out of that. It's just the bad part came when he went to his neighborhood. His neighborhood did worse, you know what I'm saying? They was mad. And once again, like I said before, that ain't something I condone. I wouldn't want it to go down like that. You know what I mean? Especially getting filmed. You know, I don't think the proper supervision was right there at the time because people was elsewhere. They was in other places. You're gonna have that stuff out here, y'all. Everybody get caught slipping. You know, like YouTube's kind of dry right now, so people's running content on that like, man, there ain't nothing really going on. So let's run this. And everybody keeps saying, oh, the young dudes did that. Why they doing him like that? Why they doing him like that? Not knowing the whole story in its entirety. So we're gonna understand people gonna feel some type of way or feel it's wrong. And they probably can understand the discipline part. Like you got a DP for whatever you did. But the filming, that's the bad part that I don't like. Like, damn, man, we could have hid that. It ain't supposed to got out there like that. It didn't. None of us at the top, even some in the middle or at the bottom in my session agreed with that. It was bad. It was a bad decision. It was a bad move. No, but there's some dudes, they just learning, they do stuff. You know, some kids, I ain't gonna say some, most of the kids are just immature. They just do immature things. Get happy, they like to jump on people and do stuff, and they be so extra out and hyped up with it, with the extracurricular stuff, you know. But I think Horn gonna be all right. I mean, we just gonna have to see what his mental at. People's gonna holler at him. You know, even if he did say he didn't want to be from the neighborhood no more, I think he probably said that under duress. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't in his right state of mind right now. It's like he not understanding what's going on, being beat up by his enemies, then his homeboys. So, you know what I'm saying? We kind of understand how he felt, but at the same time, just this gang life is not for everybody. You know what I mean? You can't go saying what you're not with doing or what you don't want to be a part of, but continue to put yourself and your hood in danger. You put yourself in danger. You could have this, like it could have been a back and forth shooting between both hoods. A lot could have came out of that. You know what I'm saying? You can't say, hey, I'm this kind of dude in the hood. I don't want to do that. But I'm going to put us in these situations. It don't go like that. It shouldn't go like that with nobody. You know what I mean? But I'm going to leave y'all with that. Y'all know it's your boy King Wowzer. I'm coming with that street knowledge. We ain't going to be able to get in college. I'm out.